Hi, I'm Nick.
I'm Lawrence.
And welcome back to the Nick and Lawrence Show. On this episode, we're going to be talking about videos and specifically where you used to be able to get videos for rent. It's not the same as it is now. So stay tuned and we'll be back after the break. We're talking about Blockbuster. Okay, so not just Blockbuster, but we're going to highlight Blockbuster as one of the more popular video, DVD, Blu-ray rental stores that was in existence. And I know in talking to you earlier, you mentioned that there were some other smaller video stores, different ones that you went to, but Blockbuster was
the main
main one. Yeah. Same with me. I know in my area there were some other smaller like video rental stores. It was like 99 cents video only or different things like that. And I don't think I ever really went to any of those. Blockbuster was it. And that I remember going there pretty much mostly. I do have memories of going to Hollywood Video. But Blockbuster was pretty much the main one that we went to when I was growing up. You too?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it was definitely Blockbuster. I think I may have gone one or two times to Hollywood.
Oh, really?
Video, and that was it.
It's mostly Blockbuster?
Mostly Blockbuster.
Yeah. I know we went to Hollywood Video. I think when Hollywood Video came out, I'm not sure exactly when, but they had different deals in Blockbuster. Like they had different video rental deals, like 99 cents on new DVDs and stuff like that. But for the most part, Blockbuster was the place to go. Do you know when Blockbuster started?
Yes, October 19th, 1985.
Wow. So that's so let's see. At the time we're filming this, it's October 17th. Don't get confused because we usually film in advance, so we'll post this next week. But in 2 days, it will be October 19th, so that'll be their, let's see, 85, 33rd anniversary if they were still, well, they might be kind of still around.
Right.
We'll talk about that at the end.
Yeah.
But, so what about Blockbuster? Do you remember? Like, why did you guys go there mostly?
Usually we went Wednesdays after church and pretty much would pick up a movie. Sometimes we'd go on the weekends, and depending on how school went and everything else, it was always a treat if we were doing really good in school, and go there and pick up candy and popcorn, or at least go to Rayleigh's and Bel Air, the store that was in the same parking lot, and just pick up our favorite movie, candy, popcorn, and go home and treat us as if we were at a movie at the theater, but for cheaper.
Mm-hmm. You did that on Wednesdays usually?
Sometimes Wednesdays, sometimes weekends.
Yeah. I know for my family, we used to go mostly on Friday nights. That was our tradition. We'd go get pizza, and we'd go to the grocery store and get some 10-cent candy. And then we'd either get a video, rent a video at the grocery store we were at, or we'd go over to Blockbuster. And I remember Blockbuster being more of a treat because it was more expensive, I think, at least for our family. Because I know, I actually don't remember when they first came out and they only had VHS. I think when we started going, they already had DVDs. For the most part, like when at least my memories, but I'm assuming that when they first came out with VHS, the prices were all pretty much the same. I'm not sure of the pricing structures that they followed, but I know when with my memories of when I used to go, they had VHS still. I think like very limited. It was more of like these are the only movies they make in VHS. Or these are the classics. But then DVDs also were more popular around that time. And so in order to rent like the new releases, you'd have to pay more. So it was like $3.99 or $2.99 to rent for 3 days or something like that. And then the older movies, as I got older, you could rent them for like 5 days for 99 cents. I know that was one of the like marketing tactics of Hollywood Video. They would do like a 5-day rental.
Right. I think Blockbuster kind of caught up, and it went from 3 days to 5 days. And I think before DVDs and Blu-rays came out, it was more like you can have it for a week, and then you had to bring it back, so you weren't getting a late fee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm sure there's people who have gone and remember going to Blockbuster, or their parents going to Blockbuster or another video rental store, and then something happening and they never brought the video back, right. And then they got charged for it, and they would charge you like $25, for the movie. Right. I don't think that ever happened to me, and probably never happened to Lawrence either, because we're responsible, and
hopefully our families were responsible.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think that we ever forgot to take a movie back, but there were those situations where people would lose them, or they just would forget, and they'd get all these late fees, and then you'd get to a point where you'd have so many late fees, they'd be like, "Well, you just want to buy the movie." Yeah.
But they bought the movie, and you go in the next week hoping for your favorite movie, and it wasn't there.
Yeah. Well, that was another thing too with the video rental stores, is they were limited supply.
Right.
So it's a lot different these days, and I know Blockbuster and all the other video, physical brick and mortar video stores couldn't really survive once Redbox came out, and then Netflix, and when Netflix had their DVD mail service, and now obviously everything's streaming. Right. So I know Blockbuster tried for a while to compete, mm-hmm. And I think you were telling me earlier that they were trying to hang on, and they eventually got bought out by Dish Network, right. And people thought, oh, they're going to stick around, because Dish bought them. And I know for a while they had their own streaming service, and they had their own like Redbox type kiosk boxes or vending machines, right. But they didn't last, and you were telling me they went defunct in
2013, 5 years ago.
No, not too long ago. So they survived for almost 30 years. Yeah. But unfortunately, with the new digital streaming services, they couldn't keep up. They probably, I don't know their financials, but they probably had too much debt, and they had a lot of
as of 8 years ago, their revenue was $3.24 billion in 2010.
Okay. What was their? Did it say how much it cost to operate?
Let's see. Total equity, total assets, net income.
So were they negative?
In 2010, the green net income was $268 million in 2010.
So total equity in 2010 was negative $582.3 million. Yeah. So they were in debt. Yeah. And like most of the companies that are no longer around that we talk about, they just couldn't survive. They had to file bankruptcy, and then they just couldn't keep up with the times. They didn't change effectively as time went on. And unfortunately, Blockbuster was the same, but it's sad because it's nostalgic. It's kind of, for us, it's nostalgic. And we talk mostly about nostalgic stuff on here. But it was, I know probably for you too, but for me, it was an experience going to Blockbuster. Yeah. It was like, you took your family, you got in the car, you went out. It was a treat. You got to walk through the aisles of the video store and look at all the videos, and it was almost like going to Toys R Us, right? Which is gone now also, but it was like a treat.
Maybe. Yeah. I hear there's this. Maybe it's coming back along with FAO Sports.
We'll see.
Yeah,
that is a rumor that's out there.
Rumors out there right now.
But it might not be the same, because I've also heard that about Circuit City, that they would be coming back. And
I feel like Montgomery Ward and all these wonderful stores.
We'll have an episode just on all the stores that have gone out of business in the last 5 years.
I think Blockbuster has been the one that we've been talking about ever since we started this.
Yeah, well, the last few episodes kind of have been 1985 surrounded, which it's interesting. It was a popular year, I guess. So if you were born in 1985, congratulations.
Yeah.
Because last episode we talked about Nintendo, and last couple episodes we talked about video games, and Nintendo NES came out in 1985, and then Back to the Future was 1985. So yeah, we're kind of on a 1985 theme. But so Blockbuster started in 1985 as a video rental service. It was like a cultural norm to go to a video rental store like Blockbuster and get a VHS, and you probably would talk with your friends the next week at school about going to Blockbuster and being able to rent the new release of whatever movie was out and talking about the candy that you got. Because for some reason, and this is probably one of the reasons why they didn't last, is because they charged a lot for the candy. So I remember it being more expensive, but it was a treat for sure.
I think the treat was getting the movie and the candy, and hopefully they had a sale or a discount every once in a while. I know that our family, we definitely would pick up candy there because there were things that we liked, like dots and other
like movie theater candy.
Movie theater candy.
Yeah.
I think once or twice we did go and get like the full Blockbuster snack experience where you got the popcorn, you got the candy, it all came in a nice fancy tub. I think we only did that twice, but those were little highlighted treats when the parents were like, okay, today you get the video, and what else would you like to get? And we're like, we want the large container with all the goodies and stuff. Yeah,
because they had their own popcorn.
Yeah, they
Blockbuster popcorn.
I don't think it was as good as getting,
No, because it was like microwave.
Well, it was microwave. I'm just saying there were other better microwave popcorns like Jolly Time and things like that everybody liked.
So Blockbuster was an experience for sure, and I have a lot of memories of going to Blockbuster. The one down the street from me here closed, probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Right.
So I remember when they went out of business, and I'd go in and I'd every week or so as they discounted stuff, and it was kind of sad, to see them going out of business, because that was where we went a lot. But they eventually sold all their stuff, and then now that location is a different store. But I mean, same with Hollywood Video and all the video rental services in the supermarkets now. Pretty much everything's Redbox. So if you want to experience getting a physical DVD or Blu-ray, Redbox. That's what you have to do. But I guess that's something you can do now, as if you want to have experiences with your family as you start one, or if you have kids, you can make it a kind of a memory of going to make it a treat to get a Redbox DVD or Blu-ray and some candy or something. Not the same, so that's why we're talking about it, because that's our childhood.
Right.
Now it's not really an experience. You come home, you sit on the couch, you turn on your TV, you turn on Netflix, turn on Hulu, Amazon, you rent a movie online.
And you forget the popcorn and the candy and all that stuff because you're sitting in your comfortable recliner.
Yep. Yeah, we traded the experiences for convenience. I mean, it is nice to come home and sit and watch, a show on demand, pretty instant. As long as you have good internet. Right. But nothing beats going.
It's like you come home and it's just lazy versus getting in the car and going somewhere and.
Yeah, you had to make an effort to go to Blockbuster.
You had to make an effort to go out to Blockbuster. Yeah. You could be in Pennsylvania where it's snowing and hope that you can make through the snow, and here if it rained, you still tried to get through the rain.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I think I remember going when it was raining and thinking like, oh, this is going to be a treat because we're going to go home and watch a movie as it rains, but you still went and you made it to the store. I mean, to me, it was almost like going to the grocery store to get food.
Right.
Like you made the trip to go get a movie.
Right. And it was cheaper than having to go all the way out on a Friday night to go to the movie theater.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you said the equal of going to the movie theater and buying a videotape. And the thing was, watching the movie, if it was a brand new movie, the way I would pick up movies, I'm waiting almost a year for it to finally be released on video so you could rent it and have it for a week or so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think we went and rented new releases, every once in a while, but a lot of movies my family would buy, just to keep. And they, my parents now are taking their VHS and they're getting rid of them and replacing them with DVDs, so they can have a smaller collection, physically, because VHS are big. But yeah, that's what it was for a long time. You would either go and rent a movie or you would buy it, and obviously it's still the same. You buy movies that you want to keep, like Disney classics and different movies that you enjoy, but video rental is not the same. But you did bring a relic from the old days.
Yeah, I did. So it's a video from a popular children's show that ran for 30 years from the 50s to the 80s and 7 years on PBS called Captain Kangaroo.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually, you can't tell that it is a Blockbuster video from the front and the back, but inside, because I bought this from Amazon and they had sold me the wrong tape, but I was grateful to get it. And when I looked at it for the first time, I realized that there is a sticker on the front and on the side from Blockbuster. So I got bought a formal.
Oh, look at that.
Formal rental VHS Blockbuster that somebody sold and didn't even tell in the description that it was I think they might have said it's an ex-library tape, and I'm like, it doesn't look like an ex-library tape, but I was really surprised to see the Blockbuster sticker on it.
So that's the Blockbuster sticker for those who may not know what the Blockbuster logo looks like. And for those who remember that, pretty much all the VHS had this sticker on it, and
a little warning on
it's interesting because there's a warning on the side, like Lawrence was saying, where it says, if this label is broken, you must purchase this video. Yeah, now that's interesting because you can take these cassettes apart, and people probably, in their deceiving, shady criminalness, they would take the case off or try to take the case off and take the movie out and put something different in there or something. I don't know. I don't know what their tactics were, but they didn't want you to break the seal because then you would have to buy it. But it says, just to remind, please rewind. Thanks. The end. And their slogan.
Wow, what a difference.
Wow, what a difference. Yeah, I remember that on their commercials.
Right.
So this is Captain Kangaroo's favorite stories from also 1985.
1985.
But you would go and you would rent a Blockbuster video. Now they probably bought this because Blockbuster used, after a video would be out for a while, they would sell it. They would put it up for sale, and you could buy it.
And you could buy it
kind of at a discount, like a used video.
Right. Mm-hmm. So it's probably also a treat if you were able to buy the used video and be like, oh, cool, I can, because then you didn't have to go looking for it in the store. It could be a Long's Drugs or Thrifties or some of the 80s and 90s that would have also sold those and for much.
Well, that was before Amazon.
Right.
So, yeah, you would, and before Dimple Records, I think, up here.
I kind of was looking at certain videos, and it was like videos did seem to be the price that some people are selling them today. So I have found people who are selling them for the $18, $20 that they were 20, 30 years ago.
Oh, really?
So video prices haven't really changed. Some people do up it higher, but lately I'm seeing people are saying, well, when I bought the video it was this price and it is going to stay. So I'm sure that back then it would have, they would have knocked off 50% and made it like 10 or somewhere between $4 and $10 just to get rid of it.
Interesting.
A lot quicker.
Yeah. That's something I remember doing is going in, like if you wanted to own movies and you couldn't go to Walmart or Kmart or somewhere and buy them new, you would hopefully be able to find the ones you wanted at Blockbuster, and they would sell them cheap, like used ones. Sometimes you get them like 99 cents, $5.
Right.
I remember getting a lot of my DVDs from there for like $5.
Right.
But sadly, Blockbuster is gone, or is it? So apparently, according to Lawrence, there is one Blockbuster video still in existence, right?
Right, and that's in Bend, Oregon.
Really?
Yep.
And it's a real Blockbuster. It says Blockbuster on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Haven't been there, but I do know that that's the last store. There was a couple that were in, I think one in Anchorage and another one somewhere in Texas.
So I'm assuming
the Anchorage one was about a year ago that they closed their store down.
So obviously they have a need for it. It might be because it's a smaller area and they don't have good coverage. They might not have good streaming, or Redbox isn't up there. But that's cool that there's a need for it. And I'm assuming that they probably are owned by Dish still.
Probably.
So that store is probably owned by Dish Network, because you said that they bought out Blockbuster.
Right.
But if you've been to that store, or if you know any other video rental stores in the country or in your area that are still in existence, in America, Blockbuster was the main video rental store, and then when Redbox came out, that's pretty much where we go now, is to the Redbox vending machine to get a video. But if you have other vending machine services in your country, if you're not in America, let us know in the comments.
Actually, do you think that there are some Blockbusters in other parts of the world? So we're glad that you guys have video stores.
Yeah.
And our U.S. things. So we're proud of you. Bonjour and gracias and de nada and any other languages. Those are the only words I know. But for those of you who are watching, and subtitles for us, we're glad you're watching on the other side of the world.
So let us know in the comments if you still go to a video store, or if you went to a video store when you were growing up. Let us know what your memories are. We want to hear from you. So I think we're at our time.
Yep.
That's about it. So we'll wrap it up for today.
Yep. We've got some exciting videos, and just want to remind you that we're slowly but surely figuring out this whole vlog thing, and try as hard as we can with our busy schedules and stuff to make sure that we're making new videos. I know that the Christmas season is coming up, and Nick and I may have a lot of stuff that we can't do videos during the Christmas season, but we hope to, at least for the next 3 or 4 weeks as we end October and going into early November, we will have some really great videos in store for you next week and the following weeks to come.
Definitely. And we'll do one for Halloween, and we'll make Lawrence dress up.
Yep.
Well, I'll probably have to dress up too.
Dress up.
And so we'll do a Halloween theme. Nothing scary.
Right.
Definitely want to
talk about our childhood favorite
about
memories.
Our nostalgia. So talk about our favorite memories of trick-or-treating and all that fun stuff. So until next time, I'm Nick.
I'm Lawrence.
And thanks for watching. And please remember to subscribe, click the bell to be notified of our new videos.
And be kind and rewind.
Yes.
All See you next time. Bye-bye.
See you later.
Imagine the perfect video store. It would have a great selection, right? Right. Over 10,000 videos. 3 evening rentals, so no rush, no hassle. Fast checkout. 24-hour quick drop return. Open late every night. Well, the perfect video store.
Welcome to Blockbuster Video.
Is popping up all over the country. There's one near you.
Blockbuster Video. Wow, what a difference.